Well, hello everyone. Here we are. We're at Old Grayson Park. It's an old park I used to run around with when I was a little one. A lot better back then. But today we're going out to check out the big old tree. It's pretty cool looking. It looks like it's the same as it was in like 1977, 78 when I left. Matter of fact, one time Mother told me not to fly my kite in the yard, which is up that road about a couple hundred yards. So I'm out there and I get my kite up in between the power lines and the trees, and I'm just flying my Planet of the Apes kite. God, I loved it. It's one of those standard kites, kite shape, yellow with a big old picture of one of them on there, Cornelius or somebody, I don't remember. But anyway, the string broke. And you could see that yellow thing that drifted on down through there, and it probably had 200 feet of string hanging below it. And it come all the way down here, and the string hung up in that tree, and it sat there and just flew and flew for the longest. And then it came down and it crashed right in the top of that tree. So every day when I walked over there to Smith School, I would have to look at my kite up in the top of that tree and be reminded that had I minded my mother, my kite would probably not be crashed in the top of that tree. So let's go over here and check out the big oak tree. A lot of these big trees get really big like this. If you ever notice old house places, that's a way to recognize an old house place. A lot of times it'll have some big old trees. People used to sit under them for shade. So you've been out there hoeing and working and you're huffing and puffing. What do trees eat? They eat what we breathe, what we exhale. So a lot of people believe that's what makes them get so big, is people sitting up under them and they get all that CO2 that we let off. But we'll check out this big old gnarly tree. Check him out. He's got his big old burls. All the root system is kind of knotty and burly. I bet you could whack one of those burls off there, which God forbid I'd never do. Look at that one, boy, that's a big one. And it would probably have some of the most beautiful wood grain in there you've ever seen. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of tobacco smoking pipes were made out of burl wood. That's why they have that unique texture to the bowl. But that is the old tree. It's pretty cool, I think. There goes my crow. He's waiting on me to drain the water out of the ice table so he can... I know it's pretty cold this morning. It's about 36. So that's the coldest, well, that's the coldest day we've had so far. First uncomfortable day. We'll probably move right along. And hopefully later, I'm going to go down the creek and find this old remnants of some type of a mill. I don't know why they had a water wheel down there. There probably might have been multiple reasons for getting power, but I assume this may have been early electricity. I've got a book on the history of Alabama power, and you'll be surprised at how there were some people were doing some little bitty power sources back in the day before the real big hydroelectric dams. Matter of fact, Alabama was real instrumental in sending people around the country to help them set up their hydroelectric power system, because we just got so many waterways here. And it's pretty cool studying up on history. I love history, so if you like historical stuff, somebody send me some thumbs up and let me know, or maybe I'll go out there and search out some old historical things in the East Birmingham area. Ciao.